all the fun things.
My name is Molefe Twala. I am a visual artist, co-founder of the Arts Company Soweto, a Gobela of the arts in some circles, a visual artist, a practicing visual artist, but mainly I run and manage the Arts Company. I was born and bred and I grew up in Soweto, Diepkloof, and that environment alone, being so close and yet so far to the city, affected me. So it's a semi-urban area. It's a township. First township, in fact, after you come from Johannesburg city center into Soweto. Very stylish, I think. People there were quite cool. It affected me in terms of my creative journey, that is. There went a lot of good quality arts education. So growing up, I was not the kid who played sports, so I wasn't cool with the girls like that, but I was the kid who drew stuff. It came easy for me naturally. Started making a bit of money in high school, drawing diagrams for kids. In school I had the coolest desk and the coolest covers of my books. And then everybody sort of knew around me that I'm going to be an artist. My father picked it up very early as well, and then he facilitated me getting education, an arts education on Saturdays at the Johannesburg Art Gallery, and that helped. I did that for a year, but it gave me the foundation that I needed, and the freedom. And then I was adamant. I thought I'm going to be a designer, out of this, because I just thought money. How do you survive with art? I didn't have any good examples of artists, so. I went, studied multimedia design, graphic design, then went to Artist Proof Studio looking for a job because I thought it was a printing studio. That's what the advert said on the newspaper. When I got there, it's a school and they're teaching printmaking as in art, not digital printmaking as such. And then I thought, okay, let me just stay while I'm looking for a job. This might actually be good to spend some time there. And then I stayed for more than 6 years. I fell in love with printmaking, headed over heels. It was very easy for me. And then I had an opportunity to actually teach there. I think that's the first time I discovered that internally, at the core, I'm a teacher. And went on, and then I became disillusioned in terms of this art thing because initially I wanted to be a designer. Went back to varsity, started multimedia, finished that, and also called at UJ to teach, to be an assistant lecturer. I did that for a year as well. Did a stint here and there, and then I went corporate with multimedia. 5 years on, became disillusioned. I was like, guys, this is not it. Handed in my resignation, told my parents that the company moved. I didn't tell them the whole truth that I'm resigning from the actual company. But then I came in and I founded the Arts Company. That's what I've been doing ever since. I've been teaching, working with young artists, working with professional artists, working with a range of institutions and organizations. And I can honestly say I am happy. So yeah, in co-founding the Arts Company with my partner Thabo Motseki, it was actually to answer a question. So growing up, I didn't have access to good quality education. All of it was in the city. And then one day we were approached by a lady, so while we were doing our own thing, and she was asking, where can I take my child to learn art? We felt bad because we've been teaching in all these institutions, we've been exhibiting in all these places and doing all these things in the city. And we couldn't refer her to anywhere near. We could only refer her to some places in Johannesburg, which was crazy. And so it spoke to that core again, that you're a teacher, remember. And so it became what we needed while growing up. So we initiated and founded the Arts Company to answer that question. Where do people get good quality arts education? Because there's major talent where we come from. However, then people become frustrated because they have actually no idea what to do with their talent, and then they end up doing other things. So we thought, okay, we can do this. We have the experience, we have the knowledge, we have everything that we need actually to found the arts company, and it was founded. So one of the biggest achievements that we actually had was the print portfolio. It included 25 biggest Joburg artists, based artists, who were responding to COVID. We've had solo exhibitions of different artists. We've had solo exhibitions for the artists actually that founded the company. We also ran a school holiday program, which involved 9 schools, which was a major achievement. And it got some schools' art going because they didn't have any programs in place. So those are some of the biggest achievements. We've worked with Henley, we've worked with some of the best institutions, we've met with big galleries, so I'm happy with that. And some of the brands that we've worked with include Abo Blessing Gobeni, Abo Thokozane, Themba Khumalo. So there's a range of artists that we work with within the city. Zandile Shabalala, Mbali Shabalala, so you name them, Tabang Lihobe. We've worked with all these artists, Baba Cheko and all of that. The biggest challenge with the arts company is its own mission. We built it in such a way that it has to be self-sustaining. A lot of businesses, especially creative institutions, depend on funding, and outside assistance. So setting that bar that high actually became a challenge in terms of making sure that every system is in place. And at the same time, it's also a black organization, 100% black youth-owned organization. So that is also a challenge by itself because you have to work 2, 3 times as hard just to prove yourself in the industry. Some of the biggest institutions in the creative industry are not black, so they have a very different standard in the way of doing things, and that limits access. So we had to do so many things and jump so many loops just to be noticed, to be sitting in the same rooms as decision makers. But yeah, I think we're making stride in that direction. I think we're winning as well in answering the mission to have a self-sustaining business. At the same time, it is catering to the children and the kids that need spaces like ours that allows them to actually self-express and self-actualize. So yeah. As an artist, some of my biggest challenges have been self-doubt or self-belief. It's a matter of, I think, self-esteem, I guess, where you get to a point where you doubt your capabilities, you doubt your talent and how far you've come. Funny enough, I mentor artists, so I work with this all the time, but then when it comes to you, so I think it's easier sometimes to deal with other people's challenges than to deal with yours, which is very interesting. But it has been an interesting journey to balance the two between running the arts company and managing my own career. But the other one answers that question, where the arts company was built for that. It was built to also be a platform for ourselves, where we could self-actualize and then self-express some of these ideas that we have, and we think that people are maybe overlooking or other organizations are not exploiting as such. It also is to give that access, to people. So it has been quite challenging, and but it's been very rewarding because the journey of an artist is difficult by itself. And then pair it up with being a business person, wow, you're asking for the impossible. Some people they just choose a struggle, and then we chose both, which is quite fantastic. It has been very rewarding. It has its ups and downs, but mainly has been very rewarding. And we see it from the smiling faces, the people that actually are on the receiving end of this. The schools that we work with, the children that we work with, the amazing artists that get to exhibit in important spaces. the professional artists when they see and see their work, being printed professionally. So it has been very rewarding, challenging but rewarding. Yes.
So the question is, what makes you black on purpose?
Wow, philosophical question. Wow, I am black on purpose because of who I am and what I am. I am born of this continent, and this continent is born of me. Everything that we do, from when you walk into the door, walk through the door into the studio, the first thing that you see, it tells you where you are. We have a cutout, laser cutout of the map of Africa, so it should tell you our values. How I carry myself, how I speak, the things that I believe in, makes me black on purpose. So I've chosen to be black, and I live it every day. I'm proud to actually be called, and in fact it's an honor. I wouldn't have it any other way. So I am black on purpose because I choose to.
Beautiful answer.
Yeah. Good one.